today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Houston Texans versus Watson and the Indianapolis Colts.
And we are underway from Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one is right through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
On 1st down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 10 carries, 74 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
From the red zone now, Watson. He's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Travis Etienne with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Here's Edwards again on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
They'll run on first down. It's Edwards, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the counter, it's Edwards. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they run with Edwards off the option. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He completes it to Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Returning it, John Ross. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. D.J. Waddle able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Watson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the... Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 29, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Chris Jones now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Faking the give. Now Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Now Ross to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On 2nd and 9, Watson going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Watson. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drop.
Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete to Washington. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Texans first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, it's Edwards. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Edwards. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Mahomes firing complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Mahomes. Caught. It's Wilson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Once more, Edwards. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away. And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter. You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded now a hit and a loose football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Second down and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. Completes it to Davis. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now here's Ross. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already